Funny.
The race to level 99 begins now, all my fellow and future outlaws, as this is Card Games vs. Humanity, and I am the NAKAK Back with another recap of your favorite MMORPG. I believe they called it Kaiba's Funland Happy Time Adventure Mode. So if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like. Hit up that Patreon if you want to see some more content. Leave a comment telling me if you would instantly forgive 5 people that blatantly tried to kill you and kidnap your younger brother. Because that's apparently what's happening in today's episode, as Kaiba is seen confronting the Big Five at the top of his tower. He knew all about their plot to align with Pegasus and take over their company, threatening them with death before they just decided to say, we're really sorry and we really didn't mean it, but hey, check out this cool game we finished. Knowing Kaiba's one true weakness, his addiction to Warcraft, he immediately forgives them for finishing the Kaibaland MMORPG that he's been working on for years. So Kaiba, I see you're pretty excited to try out this new game. Can I get some comments?
At last, Mokuba.
Okay, I'll just ask again later. Jesus Christ, that face. Kaiba's been back for maybe 3 minutes, so just like a real teenager who owns a billion-dollar company, he decides to ignore work completely and play Warcraft. It's like he didn't even question anything at all. No thought process regarding maybe, hey, these guys that I wanted to kill 5 minutes ago may have messed with the virtual world system that I've been working on oh so dearly, but nah, never mind, I want to go find rares. Kaiba then says the same thing every American teenager says to himself the moment they turn on TikTok.
This mind transport portal has certainly been smoothed out. I can hardly even feel the separation from my body.
Seto spawns into the Viridian Forest with impressive graphics and amazing animations that look as real as can be. Except for the Wii version though, they always seem to get the short end of the stick. Oh no, it's a twin-headed Rex. Let me just summon the blue-eyes white dragon to destroy it. Oh no, it's an armed ninja. Who could have guessed they would use Dragon Capture Jar against me? Oh no, I've been captured by this armed ninja because I refused to use a single other monster and decided to hop into a virtual world system about 5 minutes after getting home, knowing full well that the people who just programmed it tried to kill me. Oh nice, Chemo's working for the Big Five now. I was worried he might not be able to find work after season 1. Mokuba amazingly escapes through the vents, not unlike an armed ninja, and goes to the only person in the world he believes can help him. The police? Nah. Powerful rich people that he met along the way that could help him? You're crazy. He needs a 14-year-old boy who plays a children's card game. Grandpa then says the one thing that future Joey will get used to hearing after getting second place in so many tournaments and bearing his sorrows at the bar.
Your tab's past due, Joey.
Mokuba shows up all wet at Grandpa's house saying he's here to fix the cable. I'm sure you can guess where it goes from here.
He fixes the cable?
I've been waiting for an excuse to use that. He begs our heroes for help, saying that Kaiba's been captured because he's a gullible idiot and really wanted to play his new game, Kaiba's Funland Virtual Ultimate Happy Land Fun Time Adventure Mode, just like Mark Zuckerberg. That's some truly meta thinking right there. Naturally, our heroes ask no questions, just like, you know, if the prototypes actually work or if they have a chance of going into a coma. Instead, just ready to stack more bodies in a pile while they leave Yugi's grandfather in the rain. They reach Kaiba's ultimate top secret personal lab that's about 5 minutes away, and has the security so impenetrable that only Mokuba climbing over the gate really leisurely and then pressing a button is the only way to get past its defenses.
This is where Seto keeps his most secret stuff.
Sorry, Mokuba, but we all know that Seto's most secret stuff is inside a well-hidden folder labeled Dragons. They enter the secret lab to only find 3 pods available for our team. Can you guess which characters will be staying behind? If you guessed anyone but Taya and Tristan, you have not been paying attention. The Big Five instantly notice these new players joining the server and command the newly hired Chemo to go and pull the plug.
Once Chemo goes down there and unplugs those pods, they'll have no way of returning.
You know your plan is fucked up when even Chemo is scared. Kidnapping a kid and stealing his soul is fine, but killing is out of the question. And just like the average person on Twitter, Yugi, Joey, and Mokuba enter the virtual world and cannot believe what they're seeing is not real and only virtual. Running into the graveyard field, they're attacked by random zombies that scare the shit out of Joey until he realizes they're just duel monsters.
Shit.
New best friends Mokuba and Yugi watch as Joey's flame swordsman gets wrecked by the dragon zombie. He's naturally the only character that beat them before and has the only card that can beat them permanently, you know, has to be made an example of first. Activating the sword and shield card, Yugi commands the dark magician to wreck all 3 of the zombies before all 3 of our heroes jump into the air in an extremely dorky fashion.
Yugi, check this out.
Wow, 5 pennies for 3 monsters? Even at level 1, this loot system sucks. Joey has seen Tristan play plenty of Zelda, so they start pulling out all the gravestones and search for a great fairy until they find Navi. She sees Yugi's hair and gets very scared and runs away, leading our heroes to the lost city of Lut Ghislaine. I just have one question at this point. Why is the desert zone always one of the first 3 in every game? Just change it up a little. They find the Yu-Gi-Oh gambling corner, but just like the Porygon that so many players desire, Joey has nowhere near enough coins to afford it and can't get this shitty ritual monster that he wouldn't be able to summon anyways. We don't have a lot of time, so let's do an epic montage of us running through the city asking every NPC we can find for help. Make sure not to waste time running around with a child on your neck for some reason or sitting next to some Buddhists who are definitely not going to give you any information. Like, really, Joey? That was the first person you went to? Joey and this dog do some kinky shit while Mokuba explains that he found out they have to cross the haunted wasteland to reach Death Mountain to progress in the game. And just like total idiots who thought they could progress into the next area without doing at least one side quest in the previous town, they get caught up in a massive sandstorm caused by a twister that warps them back to the stage.
Brace yourselves! It's coming right towards us!
Okay, so they literally got hit by what looks like an F2 tornado, got knocked unconscious, but took no damage to their life point. Gotta love a game where you can feel every bit of excruciating pain from the wind and debris, but don't have to worry about your health because if it's not a dual monster attacking you, you're perfectly fine. With all of our heroes at low HP, this old rickety cricket NPC laughs maniacally at them, explaining that they can't cross the desert without the Niwatori card, also known as the Duelist Chocobo. Back to Kimo and his group of thugs who have already reached Kaiba's top secret lab because it's about 5 minutes away in the middle of town. Our heroes look like they have some new threats to contend with.
Now it's just a matter of pulling the plug on those brats.
Wow, within a few minutes he did a complete 180 on his morals regarding killing children. That's a loyal employee right there. Taya and Tristan are very bored, so they decide to do the one thing that makes sense for teenagers that are alone together.
A game, and it's called Guess My Facial Hair.
Anyone else surprised that got past censors?
Here, take a feel.
Ask me again after a few drinks. Our heroes couldn't find the Niwatori card at a stand, but luckily Yugi finally activates his brain card and notices the sign for the competition to win said prize card. Gee, I wonder who the fuck that could be. For some reason, the guy that runs the gig is just some random moblin goblin that eats flies in front of them. It's not even a duel monster. Well, actually, it could be the rejected fat member of Goblin Attack Force, I guess. The episode ends with Joey, aka Senor Porky, walking out into the stage to be challenged by Madame Butterfly, a secret fighter that definitely doesn't have Joey massively turned on with her ability to jump 40 feet into the air and stay suspended until the credits roll. Well, that's it for this week's episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like, and leave a comment telling me if you think the devs really need to update the game for more players to party up together. I mean, 3 at a time? Come on, man. Tune in next week where we do 5,000 bail runs to reach level 99 in Diablo 2 Resurrected. The scary part is, that's not even that far from the actual number. And of course, I shout out to all my patrons. If I find out any of you are using that damn rusty dagger that you found back in the Tarragon Forest, you're off the team. I mean it this time, you're off the team. This has been the Man for Ruth with all the growth, ladies and gentlemen. Be the character you know you're worth. Also, do not miss tomorrow's opportunity. Trust me. See you next week. Threatening them with death before just saying, threatening them with, Seto spawns into the spawning into the graveyard field. They're attacked by zombies randomly that scare the shit out of Joa. Mokuba shows up all wet at Grandpa! I can't talk today. I cannot talk. Like, it's bad. The lisp is maximum.